Christmas! Welcome to our annual Christmas live show! And I'm glad you were able to make it from the past into the future! I'm Snizzle, and these are my friends, Hefet and Zoozer. Thank you very much! Now, we love Christmas, and one of my favorite things to do on Christmas is telling a Christmas story!
Oh boy!
Now, after we rescued our king, Cuphead, who joined us, told me a really funny Christmas story. Interestingly enough, it's not about Cuphead, but rather the kidnapper of our king and the arch nemesis of Cuphead, the devil. But Cuphead is in it at one point. Tell us the story, Snizzle.
Yeah, tell it.
All right. Do you want to hear the devil's Christmas story? Yeah! Alrighty then! So here's how it goes. It was a Christmas Eve day at Inkwell Isles, which is where Cuphead lives, basically. The snow was falling. Everyone was getting ready for Christmas. It was such a wonderful time of the year. I'm already getting into this story.
Me too.
Well, this is when the devil shows up. Yep, that's basically what happens. This story is called A Very Devil Christmas.
Christmas time's my favorite time.
The devil likes Christmas?
Yeah, apparently.
It's a hustle and bustle and filled with cheer. Those holiday feelings we all hold so dear. Makes Christmas time my favorite time of the year. So what makes this time so special to me? It's actually quite simple, you see. It brings out the best in most everyone, but it brings out the devil in me. It brings out the devil in me.
Seems pretty original for someone like that to love Christmas, but what he loves about it is just tormenting people. Moving right along, the devil was having the time of his life until something caught his attention.
What a marvelous little train. Oh, look at the little wheels. Oh, it makes a little noise.
So, he wants a choo-choo train? He sure does.
Wow.
I know, right? This is the major plot point. However, one thing you must know is that if you are on the naughty list, you don't receive any gifts. While if you're on the nice list, you do receive gifts. So the devil heads back home and tells his demons about this whole stuff.
All right, everyone, listen up. I have an important question. What would have to happen for someone, me, for example, to, let's just say, get on Santa's nice list?
However, there was one little catch. They were keeping the nice list away from him. But why was that?
Yeah, why?
Because the fact that he's evil, it wasn't his kind of list.
You are kinda evil.
Are you saying I can't be evil and be on the nice list?
Yeah, boss.
And the devil didn't like that one bit. So to him, he had only one option.
Where are you going?
To get my name on the nice list. And at this hour on Christmas Eve, there's only one person who can do it.
Now, I bet you know where this is going. So, we go to the North Pole. And can you guess who the devil went to go see? Santa! That's right, everyone. So, the devil went to go see Santa to see if he can get on the nice list.
Hello, Nicholas?
Continue? Okay, here's what happens.
I'd like to inquire about this nice list of yours.
Oh, I see.
First things first, he tells them that he wants a choo-choo.
You want a tutu? Sure, Santa will bring you a tutu.
Not a tutu. I said choo-choo.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wow, that was easier than I thought.
Mission accomplished.
No. That's just the first part.
Oh,
right. Then there was also the idea of being on the nice list or the naughty list. But here comes a funny bit.
What is your last name?
Devil?
What's your first name?
The?
Really? His first name is the? Yeah, it sure is. But as we all know, the devil was actually on the naughty list. Number 1 on the naughty list, that is.
That's not going to be a problem, is it?
Well, technically, the way he treated our king was definitely unwanted. So yeah, he was definitely number 1 on the naughty naughty list, and he felt really bad about it.
Henchman was right. I'll never get on the nice list.
And all he wanted was that choo-choo. Sure, a bad guy can be pretty sympathetic, and sometimes they need a little something to show that maybe they can be nice. But how can he do that? Well, the deal was, if he does something nice, then he can be put on the nice list.
Are you sure about that?
As long as it was one important and good deed, then on with the nice list it is. But, well,
I can do this. Nice. Gotta be nice. Gotta get on the nice list.
There's some change for the less fortunate.
Ew.
yeah, right, we all knew that was gonna happen. Basically, the devil is pretty much on the naughty list forever.
I will roast you forever.
Yeah, and threatening wasn't gonna help either.
So what is he gonna do now?
Considering the devil accepted to do anything,
I'll do anything.
there was another option. And it was,
What?
You know.
Oh.
Well, that kind of stuff happens all the time. Well, after this ritual, which explains where the devil got a lot of his cursed material, almost like what he did to our queen, only with more electrocution and zaps.
Santa? What the heck was that?
Yes, that was somewhat awkward, plus too much information, Snizzle. Anyway, the devil went back home again, thinking that trip was completely pointless and a waste of time.
All that for a choo-choo I'm not even going to get.
Well, that was a bit of a letdown.
Ugh, this tea is cold now. I better go reheat it.
That story was kind of anticlimactic.
There's more.
Wait, hang on, stop, where is this going?
He ends up turning into Santa.
What?
What did that jolly madman do to me?
All right, I'm back. So, what happened?
Oh, boss, you're Santa?
No, I'm not Santa, you idiot.
What happened? Yeah, that bizarre ritual that we saw. Well, let's just say that the devil ended up taking the position of Santa. How predictable.
You met Santa?
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Do his eyes twinkle? Is his nose like a cherry? Does he shake when he laughs like a bowl full of jelly?
Yeah, basically, this was the only option to get on the nice list. But yeah, we all knew that this was coming. So the devil goes back to the North Pole with henchmen, which by the way is the name of the fat demon. And what do you know? This happens.
Santa has one too?
What is that about? Oh, similar to someone else who works for the devil, but the devil doesn't really care about him. Now, when I say that the devil turned into Santa, I mean he did turn into Santa. Huh? It's sort of like a parallel thing where the devil is Santa and has to be. And the whole idea is for him to actually deliver the presents.
I won't be doing that.
If you do not succeed, you'll stay Santa Claus for all eternity.
Yeah, it's basically forced, but also it was to help him get on the nice list in a way.
Oh, we get it! He has to be in the position of Santa so he can actually be the one to deliver the Christmas presents. That way, he's done a good deed, and he can be on the nice list and claim his choo-choo.
Correct! However, there's a bit of a catch. There are rules.
Sight the reindeer roll call.
Oh, we know that. And each reindeer has its own special name. That's right.
On Dasher, on Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen.
On Comet, on Cupid.
Listen!
Way to go, everybody! You're quite the Christmas experts. Also, Santa must stay jolly and never lose his temper, which is something that the devil must do.
Must remain jolly at all times. Must not ever lose his temper.
Quit wagging that finger in my face!
Again, the only way to get on the nice list. This also includes delivering every single gift to every single person on the nice list, and also eating the cookies and drinking the milk. You know what I'm saying.
It may seem like a tricky situation, but if it's the only way to get on the nice list, I believe in the devil. He can do it!
That's what I like to hear.
He could do anything.
Yeah. So here's how it starts. He was off to a good start.
On Sleazy, on Stinky, on Larry and Fatso.
Yeah, a really good start.
Why do you have such stupid names?
Yeah, apparently the devil had no choice. He had to stay nice. And you're probably wondering, how was he able to fly the sleigh?
I am a genius.
Wow, that is clever thinking. Yeah!
Now how will this go?
First off, the devil must enter a house by going into a chimney. You know, the idea of the devil becoming Santa, the fact that it came with the weight seems a bit much. I mean, if it didn't, he would be able to fit. Well, why don't you ask the real Santa that? No offense, by the way. So, the devil decides to use his pitchfork.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, henchman.
That way, he can teleport himself into the house and give everyone their presents. Oh yeah, and then there's the cookies.
Oh, right. Santa must eat all the cookies. Don't mind if I do.
I'm really sorry, but I have to ask, why does it have to be milk and cookies? I mean, where does that whole concept come from?
Well, I believe it comes from the original Night Before Christmas story, where in some book illustrations, there seems to be a plate of milk and cookies left for Santa. That's what I believe. The devil goes from house to house, giving presents to everyone, and eating all the milk and cookies, which had to be done. He did it again and again and again. It was tough, but it had to be done. Oh, good, Zoozer. You're up again.
Sorry about that. I thought I was gonna lose my appetite.
Don't worry about it. So the devil still tried to remain nice during this Christmassy task.
The only reason I've been doing any of this is for my choo-choo.
Come on, devil, you can do it!
But there was one house remaining.
One house left. Ooh.
Now remember how I said that Cuphead was in this story at one point? Well, the last stop was his house, which is where he shows up. But when the devil looked in the sack...
No way!
Yes way! Cuphead received a choo-choo as well. The only reason why the devil wanted to be on the nice list in the first place. All for that one choo-choo. The devil did decide to keep it all to himself, not caring about the nice list at all. What about the Entase Ormve? That's right, I know Pig Latin. All of a sudden...
I was worried maybe you weren't coming.
There he is! Yep, it's him all right. What a wonderful guest appearance. And Cuphead had to say this.
I know I've been kind of naughty this year. It's just hard being nice all the time.
You know, that's pretty relatable. Yeah, I suppose it is. But Cuphead was so excited to get that choo-choo. It was such a nice Christmas present.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh boy, a choo-choo.
He got it! He got it!
That was nice.
Yes, it was. But that's what we've been waiting for.
I did something nice.
Something nice.
The devil gave Cuphead his choo-choo. That's being nice. I knew he could do it. We all knew. So the devil's name does get on the nice list.
Wonderful.
Yay!
Wow!
So what happened next?
Yeah, what happened next?
Well, it's quite simple. The devil and henchmen went back to the North Pole and they were congratulated.
And he got his choo-choo.
Hang on, just one last thing.
I'm back. I'm me again. Oh,
All right, back to his old self again. Yeah! Now it's mission accomplished.
And now I get my choo-choo.
Oh no! Your present is even better than a choo-choo.
Better? than a choo-choo?
Wait, what?
Yep, there was something way better than a choo-choo. Considering what the devil has been doing this whole time, giving presents to everyone, it was basically one thing.
The joy of being nice!
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, that is a good lesson. But what does the devil himself think of that? Well,
The joy of being nice! That is so... stupid! You are all a bunch of idiots!
so is the mission accomplished or not? The devil ended up going back home again, thinking that he would never get what he wanted.
Even when I do everything I'm supposed to, I still don't get what I want.
After all that hard work into being nice, he thought that maybe it was for the best that he stayed naughty. But all of a sudden, he heard a familiar sound.
Santa got me a choo-choo after all! I can't believe it!
Hooray!
Yeah! Yep, the devil finally got his choo-choo. But you know what? He deserved it.
And this one makes an even better noise! All aboard! Chugga, 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 choo-choo!
Oh, he must have been so happy.
Really, really happy. And you can never guess where it came from.
Oh, Merry Christmas, boss.
And so the devil enjoyed his choo-choo that henchman built just for him. And he had a very devil Christmas. The end. Aww. What a sweet ending. Yep, it sure was. Thank you all for coming to our annual Christmas live show. We had such a blast together tonight. But before you go, we just thought that we'd let you know that the devil is doing great right now. In fact, he is now known as the angel. Yeah! Now he's full on nice. So everyone, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good